Have you ever felt disconnected from your partner despite being in the same room? You might wonder, where has the spark gone? What happened to the fondness and connection we once had? Don't worry. Today we will talk about intimacy in romantic relationships. Stay tuned till the end to find out how you can foster intimacy in your marriage. What is intimacy? Intimacy refers to the sensation of profound closeness and connectedness we experience with someone else. It is the glue that holds relationships together, fostering a sense of security, belonging, and mutual understanding. This intricate dance of emotions and experiences is vital for building and sustaining strong, lasting bonds with others. When people hear the word intimacy, many immediately think of sex. Although it's a much broader concept, intimacy is the cornerstone of all emotionally significant relationships. The experience of closeness and attunement to one another. It requires the ability to empathize with the other person's situation. But it's not just empathy, it's a kind of emotional tuning in, where the sense of we can emerge beyond just you and me. Intimacy must be mutual and requires mutual consent. A relationship in which only one person desires intimacy is not truly intimate. Beyond empathy and mutual understanding, intimacy is deepened by the ability to recognize one's own emotions. People who struggle to connect with themselves often find it difficult to let others get close to them. Fortunately, this can be healed, and romantic relationships offer an excellent space for that healing. From early childhood to young adulthood, even as infants, we begin to mirror the emotions of our primary caregiver, tuning into how they feel and trying to connect with them. Every child has an innate need to form at least one close emotional bond in their first year of life. Attachment, the seeking and maintaining of closeness with another person, is what enables intimacy. A mother's emotional availability and responsiveness, including emotional engagement and mirroring, shape the child's capacity for intimacy, which later lays the foundation for emotional availability in adulthood. This ability is known as mentalization. Mentalization includes the ability to identify and express emotions, as well as empathy, emotional sensitivity, self-esteem, and the ability to read and recognize others' emotional states. Beyond maternal responsiveness, our capacity for intimacy is influenced by how seriously our emotions were taken. Whether in our original family or other emotionally significant environments, were we allowed to be angry, sad, or disappointed? Or were these emotions dismissed as whining, hysteria, or weakness? Did we experience shame or rejection? And did we learn to ignore our negative feelings as a result? Our ability to be intimate is rooted in early childhood experiences but continues to evolve through every emotionally significant relationship. Later, in young adulthood, one of the most important life tasks becomes forming a stable, mature, long-term intimate relationship. This requires a stable self-image and emotional maturity qualities that a relationship demands. These enable the capacity for commitment, where deep emotional connection and joyful sexual intimacy can flourish. Why does intimacy sometimes fade away? Vulnerability and openness. We are capable of intimacy when we can share our deep, emotionally charged thoughts and experiences with another person, thereby embracing vulnerability. Those who can take this risk and trust that their openness will be heard and reciprocated create the possibility for deeper relationships. However, openness also brings exposure, which can trigger a vicious cycle. Fearing vulnerability, we begin to protect our deeper emotions to avoid feeling exposed. To do this, we build walls or even entire defense systems around our inner world to shield ourselves from pain. These defenses can become so impenetrable that they eliminate the possibility of intimacy altogether. This, in turn, makes us even more vulnerable, prompting us to build even higher walls and further block intimacy. Thus, the cycle closes. Behind these walls, the feeling of profound loneliness emerges. Trust is a key concept. It can take years to build and deepen, though certain factors can accelerate this process. Physical attraction is one such factor, though the reverse is also true. Emotional intimacy can lead to physical intimacy. No form of intimacy is automatic. It requires emotional effort, investment, and risk from both partners. Differences between women and men beyond individual life stories. Many other factors influence our capacity for intimacy. Research and everyday experience both show that women more easily form deep relationships in which they open up and share their inner emotional world. These are typically friendships, meaning women can share their feelings in multiple relationships, even outside their romantic partnership. While women tend to communicate more easily and create emotional closeness, men are more likely to say yes to shared activities or spending leisure time together. In romantic relationships, men often prioritize the physical and visual dimensions of sexuality, whereas women tend to emphasize its emotional aspects. The importance of maintaining intimacy in your marriage, the impact of arguments and resentment on intimacy, as well as the role of forgiveness and reconciliation in maintaining a strong bond, are important topics to address. Arguments and disagreements don't automatically destroy intimacy. Disagreements are normal in any relationship. They don't poison the relationship if both individuals are capable of honest self-disclosure and maintain basic respect and trust. Working through disagreements can actually deepen intimacy in a relationship. However, betrayal, lies, manipulation, and intentional harm all poison intimacy between partners. Disagreements or frictions do not necessarily destroy intimacy. It depends on how couples handle those disagreements. Healthy conflict resolution skills are essential, but if both individuals are capable of honest self-disclosure and maintain basic respect and trust, working through disagreements can actually deepen intimacy. However, betrayal, lies, manipulation, and intentional harm all poison intimacy between partners. How to nurture intimacy in your relationship. Here are some suggestions for fostering intimacy. Be present and attentive. Give your partner your undivided attention and make an effort to really hear and understand their perspective. Share your feelings. Express your emotions openly and honestly with your partner, both positive and negative. This builds trust and deeper emotional connection. Engage in shared activities. Pursue hobbies and activities that you both enjoy. This creates shared memories and strengthens your bond. Practice random acts of kindness. Surprise your partner with small gestures of love and appreciation. This can help keep the romance alive and foster a deeper sense of connection. Prioritize quality time. Schedule regular date nights or other dedicated time for your relationship. This ensures that your partner feels prioritized and helps maintain intimacy. Seek professional help when needed. Don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist or counselor if you are struggling to connect with your partner. They can provide tools and guidance for improving intimacy and communication. There are several different types of intimacy: emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, intellectual intimacy, experiential intimacy, and spiritual intimacy. Let's look at each one. 1. Emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is the cornerstone of any thriving relationship. It is the ability to create a safe space where you and your partner can share your deepest thoughts, feelings, and fears without fear of judgment or ridicule. This type of intimacy allows you to be completely open and honest with each other, fostering a deep sense of mutual understanding and empathy. It is in these moments of vulnerability and honesty that your bond deepens and trust grows. 2. Physical intimacy. Physical intimacy is the expression of love through touch. It encompasses all forms of non-sexual physical contact like hugs, kisses, and cuddles. It is a way to communicate affection, care and connection without words. Physical intimacy can help you and your partner feel more connected, enhancing your emotional bond and creating a sense of security. 3. Intellectual intimacy. Intellectual intimacy is the connection you share with your partner through your thoughts, ideas, and perspectives. It is the joy of engaging in deep conversations, exploring new ideas, and learning from each other's wisdom. Nurturing intellectual intimacy involves being curious about your partner's thoughts, engaging in discussions, and being open to their ideas and perspectives. 4. Experiential intimacy. Experiential intimacy is about creating shared experiences and memories with your partner. It is the thrill of trying new things together, the comfort of routines you share, and the joy of discovering the world as a couple. This type of intimacy keeps your relationship exciting and helps you both grow, while creating lasting memories together. 5. Spiritual intimacy. Spiritual intimacy is the deepest form of connection you can have with your partner. It is about sharing your beliefs, values, and the essence of who you are. This type of intimacy is about feeling a sense of oneness with your partner and feeling connected to something greater than yourselves. Nurturing spiritual intimacy involves being honest about your beliefs, being open to your partner's spirituality, and finding common ground in your shared values. We need all 5 types of intimacy, though each person may prioritize them differently or find it easier to engage in some than others. It is worth discussing which types matter most to you and trying to understand your partner's preferences too. If you feel a lack in any area, consider giving your partner a user manual for what would feel good to you. Equally important is expressing gratitude for the intimacy you do receive. The good news is that these types of intimacy can complement and even temporarily substitute for one another. For example, increasing physical or experiential intimacy can help deepen emotional intimacy. In a nutshell, intimacy is the essence of human connection, the glue that holds relationships together, and the source of deep emotional fulfillment. Nurturing intimacy in your romantic relationship is a continuous journey that requires effort, understanding, and a willingness to be vulnerable. By embracing the various types of intimacy and addressing the challenges that may rise, you can foster a profound and lasting bond with your partner. Remember, it's in the small, meaningful moments of connection that you'll find the truest expression of love and the strength of your enduring bond. Do you find this video helpful? Which types of intimacy do you usually practice with your partner? Feel free to comment down below with your thoughts, suggestions, or experiences related to the topic. Like and share this video with those who might benefit from it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get notified whenever a new video is posted. Thanks for watching and see you soon.